Right, it's been a while since I talked about an eyeshadow palette, and we've seen an influx of those, warm, reddish, peachy, rosy, ruddy, cherry-hued neutrals throughout 2018 and even 2017, and to the point where, brown-based neutrals have actually become rare and even original, you might say. So today I have something very interesting to show you. These are from Pixi, PR samples, disclosure. There are two of these palettes. These are the Eye Reflections palettes from Pixi, and they cost $24 each. And they come with 12 shades each. So there's also a set of brushes. I'll just get that out of the way and then show you the product one by one. I've never actually tried Pixi makeup brushes, so I have been playing with them, as you can see. That one in particular needs cleaning. So these are a blending brush, an eyeshadow packing brush, also a lid brush, and I also like using this for the lash line. Works very nicely there. It's also a smudger brush, very multi-purpose there. So those are the brushes. Now we come to the most exciting part, the palettes. Now there are three Eye Reflections palettes. They are the Reflex Light palette, the Mixed Metals palette, and the Natural Beauty palette. I don't have mixed metals. They're, coppery, as you probably guessed from the name Mixed Metals. What I do have are the Natural Beauty palette, which is cool neutrals and browns and taupes. It includes some mattes as well. And the Reflex Light palette, which has a mix of golds, bronzes, browns and coppers. These are all non-matte. None of these is matte. They're metals and glitters. So these promise a three-dimensional depth to the eye. And that's why I think they're called Eye Reflection palettes. And each eyeshadow has shade names at the back. So first I'll do a demo with the Natural Beauty palette, a very wearable everyday look. And then I'll do a demo with the Reflex Light palette, a more, warm, glittery look. So here are the demos. So this one is the Cool Neutral palette. This is Natural Beauty. And I'm going to start with this one, Petal, all over the lids. So this shade is called Soft Brown, and that's going to go into the crease. So I really like this brush. This is E02. Picks up just the right amount of product, blends like a dream. Very easy. So as you apply, you blend out as well, which is quite handy if you're in a hurry. So next is this one, Rose Clay, and that's going to go all over the lids. I haven't dropped the mirror or the camera or the palette so far, which is a great accomplishment. So that's a nice, slightly rosy neutral. And despite all the powder that it does kick up in the pan, I haven't had any fallout here or here. There's some here. No, that wasn't fallout. Very nice. Inner corners, brow bone, the same shade Petal. Lower lash line, Soft Brown again. This brush that is E01 is perfect for the lower lash line. I'm going to keep it just for that from now on. So I'm going to do the rest of my eyes, eyeliner, mascara and the works. Maybe not wear falsies because it's an everyday look, and I'll be right back. So that's the look, very neutral, very everyday, very matte, no falsies, no glitter, no shimmer, nothing. Ideal for work, ideal for day wear, and it was very, very easy to do. So again, my foundation is done, everything is done apart from the eyes, so we can test fallout here. I'm going to start with the Reflex Light palette. This one is the more shimmery, the more metallic one. There are no mattes in this palette, as I said. So I think I'll go in for something that's a bit bronze and copper, and we'll start using the Pixi brushes. So the palette doesn't have a mirror, so I'm going to have to use my own, which could end badly. So we're going with this one that is Antique Bronze on the crease first. So I am retinoing right now, which means that my face is kind of peely and flaky. So that's one thing. The second thing is I've gone and got angular cheilitis, which is when you have sharp angular cuts at the corners of both lips. It's not regular chapping, so the thing to do is not throw lip balm at it and hope it'll go away, because it will not. You need to see a doctor for it because it is fungal. Most of the time it can also be bacterial, and you'll need oral medication for it as well. And I've had to throw away all the lipsticks and lip balms that I used during the course of the infection. So now I'm using lip brushes and sanitizing them after each use. Because, you know, no lipstick. I feel naked without lipstick. Lipstick, watch, and earrings. I feel naked without these three. You see me in public without these three, and you know there's something seriously wrong in my life. Does anybody else have that? You know, a sort of fail-safe, you know, a regular thing without which you feel naked. And, you know, when you're without those things, that's when everybody knows that you're really depressed and down in the doldrums. Do you have something like that? Do tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know. So Antique Bronze is a stunning color for the crease. And I like that it's not overly metallic. It's, to coin a phrase, pull-offable. So this brush is nice for adding color as well as blending it out simultaneously. Quite nice, that. So now I'm going to go in with an all-over lid color, and the one that I've got is Auburn Blaze. That's this one. Ew, very reflective color. I normally don't like using my fingertips to apply eyeshadow, simply because I end up wiping off my fingertips on my own dress and thereby create a mess. So I'm just going to blend out the edges a bit. And now for the inner corners, I'm going to go in with this one, Gold Foil. I don't know if you could see the color there. I have a very flaky, peely face right now because of prescription tretinoin. And if you want to know what my skincare routine is like when I'm using prescription tretinoin, so my face doesn't fall out more than it does right now, you can see that here or in the description box below. Just add a bit of that on the brow bone. And that's that. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with Antique Bronze here. And this one, what was it called again? Auburn Blaze. Very ideal name for this half, for the inner half. This brush, Pixi's E01, is ideal for lining your lining the waterline without much fallout here. So where to buy all of these eyeshadows, I shall link all of that in the description box below. They ship worldwide. As you know, this blog only talks about products that are available in every part of the globe. Right, I'm going to do the rest of my face, my eyes. Not falsies today, I think. Eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back. So one thing that I did notice about these eyeshadows is that they were quite easy to blend, very easy to blend actually. I didn't expect that, you know, 3D metallic eyeshadows. I thought they'd be a pain in the wrong place to blend out, but they aren't, you know, they're quite easy to blend out. And the pigmentation is right there, despite which it was easy to blend. And, you know, there are so many eyeshadow palettes where the pigmentation is ace, but you've got to struggle a bit more to blend them out, you know. I mean, They do blend, yes, but you do get those harsh lines upon application. I suppose it's partly the eyeshadow formulation and partly this brush, which makes it easy to pack on color and blend simultaneously. So I think this brush has a lot to do with the ease of blending and the ease of application and the speed with which I did this look. Normally, I would wear falsies as well to glam up something like this a bit more. But then, as I told you, I'm retinoling and my face is very peely and sore and tender. You must have seen the flakes up close and personal. If you do and are repulsed, sorry about that. I'm retinoling. It's prescription retinol, 0.04%, and you don't want to mess with that. And it does make my face peel and flake a lot. And my face is rather sensitive right now. So sorry about that. Can't be helped. That's why I wanted to avoid falsies. So that's the look that I've done with the Reflex Light palette. I've avoided falsies because I didn't want to overkill, and to be honest, I can't be asked right now. I mean, I've got angular cheilitis, as I told you, and my face is peeling because of all the retinoids. I can't be asked with falsies as well to boot. And I really, really like this look. And the lovely thing about these eyeshadows is that they don't crease or wear off through the day. They stay on nicely, and I always wear a primer, so I don't know exactly how they perform without a primer. Sorry, not the right person to ask, because I don't know. A primer is another of those things without which I feel naked. So right, the sun's gone behind a cloud, I think. Or no, it's come out, I think. Anyway, sorry, lighting variations. This is what happens if you shoot in natural lighting. That's what things look like right now. That's my camera, it's on a book, and that's the window behind. Trees and everything. Now, 24 eyeshadows, 2 arms. I have no idea where I'm going to go and swatch them. So what I'm going to do is swatch samples of these, and then I'll have, a photograph of all the swatches together, because otherwise, we'll be here all day trying to find space. So that is a matte. And that's fairly pigmented. I should probably have found a tissue before doing this. This is a metallic shade. So nice pigmentation there, as you can see. So that's very reflective and that's got a bit of depth to it. Now we'll do one more matte and then move on to the other palette. This one is taupe. So I will have all 12 of these photographed very shortly, but before that, let's do the Reflex Light palette. Let's do this one first. I mean, I don't mind swatching about 8 or 9 eyeshadows at one go, but 24, that's not going to happen. There's no space. Or I should probably start at my neck or something. Let's do 2 more. That is a lovely shade. So I quite like how they behave when the light catches them, when they catch the light rather. It's been a while since I played with, metallic and foilish eyeshadows, and it's a lot of fun actually. I quite enjoyed that. This is an eye look that I'm wearing with the Natural Beauty palette. I haven't demoed this one. Hang on, I'll just come a bit closer to the camera so you can see. The one thing I don't love about the Reflex Light palette is that there is no all-over base matte shade. But that's alright. With these two, this one has an all-over base matte, so I can make do with that. The other thing is that I would have liked to see a plain black matte eyeshadow. But, I have enough in other palettes, so not complaining there either. Ace pigmentation, love the reflective quality to these. These actually remind me of those reflective eyeshadows that we saw in the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. Remember, she had these 4 multi-chrome reflective shades, which were very unique. These are very similar. They're not the same, obviously. They're definitely not the same, but they're very similar. Foil finish. I really like these. I took my time to warm up to foil eyeshadows, but now, I can't get enough of them. You can make them work even if you're somebody who doesn't love a very bold, very in-your-face eye makeup look, and you prefer your subdued, your subtler looks, as I do. And even so, you can make foils work, as I've been doing. So those are my thoughts on the Pixi Eye Reflections palettes, and those are my eye makeup looks that I've done with those. And the swatches as well. If you've used these, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd also love to know what your favorite neutral eyeshadow palette is, and if you will be buying the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded, or if you're completely over and done with that series rather. I mean, I bought up to Heat, but after that, I've had enough. And I'm glad, these are new. These are new in the sense that it's been a while. This one in particular, I wouldn't have given this one a second glance if this was 3 years ago, because 3 years ago we had a lot of brown-based neutrals, but over the last 2 years we've had these reddish and pinkish and rosy toned neutrals ad nauseum, actually. So brown-based neutrals are actually a change, and I really like these, and I can make them work because this particular triangle of eyeshadows, no, not triangle, this diagonal line of eyeshadows is perfect for everyday wear for me. Work appropriate and everything. So of these two, which palette did I like better? A very tough question. This one is cool neutrals, obviously. Cool neutrals are, not as easy to find as warm neutrals. These are everyday eyeshadows, particularly this diagonal line over here. And these are a bit more, glamorous, a bit more occasion or special occasion worthy. These are warmer, obviously, and there are no mattes here. There are some mattes here. These are all glimmery, metallic 3D light reflecting shades. So very, very, very tough to call. I think for a daily basis, I would prefer this one. That is Natural Beauty. Obviously, Natural Beauty for a daily, on a daily basis. And for special occasions, I would prefer Reflex Light. So where to buy these, I shall link in the description box below. As you know, this blog talks about products that are available worldwide, so I will be including links that do ship worldwide. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up, and please do hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.